Hello there, Ringside Crew.
Hey dudes at Ringside Crew, this is Davian.
Hey, it's Jenny Santana here.
This is Elsie.
This is the Savage Juggernaut, Tamaku.
Inside Ring!
This is Thomas D. Bruff.
This is Billy Starks.
Mr. Chad Epic.
Megan Mason.
Hey everybody, Scotland's own Brody Adler.
The headliner in charge, Marco Mania.
This is your girl Charisma.
Papa Dink, Brendan Dicker.
This is According to Woods.
Savannah Summers.
I'm Shorty.
Casper inside.
You are watching
The internationally known
Dudes at Ringside podcast, hosted by Metal Geek and Joe the Panther Jr.
Hello there, wrestling fans! Welcome. Hey, Mike. Hey, Vinny. To another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am your host, Joe Panther III, and now from the top of Metal Mountain, all the way down to all 50 states in the globe, it's the happy heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside Crew? What's going on, internationally known? What's going on, Joe? How's it going?
I'm good. I think I need to get my raincoat. Geekins. I think I'm already in the basement. I think you need to get in the basement. Don't you hear the sirens?
Yeah.
Because you ready to introduce the guest, or you want me to do it?
I'm
already halfway. I'm already halfway there.
All right,
Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside. Welcome back to Riley and her tag team partner, Big Mama, the Forces of Nature.
Woo! Tornadoes going
Yeah.
around the world.
Yeah.
Storm is here, baby.
What's up?
Yeah, you like that whole intro? You gotta get.
Yes,
in the
that was good.
I'm already.
I'm here for that all night long.
I'm already in the basement because I live in the basement.
Well, there you go. So you're prepared.
But it's
You're
funny.
ready.
And I did the interview. We did the interview with Riley before. I was outside. Remember, I was on the porch.
Oh yeah, that's right. And now you're in your basement.
Yes. It was 2:00 that day. Flashbacks. Okay. All the fun and jazz.
All right.
Big Mama and Riley. If our fans aren't familiar with you, ladies, introduce yourselves.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I will go first, since you've already talked enough crap about me, I'm sure, prior to this. I am Big Mama, and I am from Rydell High, and Riley and I are from the Highway to Hell. So I have been wrestling professionally for 16 total years, 14 years since my pro debut. Yeah, it's been a hell of a ride, man. A hell of a ride.
Wow. That's awesome. That's totally awesome. 16 years. That's a lot of stories and a lot of like experience. Like,
Oh, it's a lot of stories. Some good, some bad.
So who trained you, Big Mama?
So I was trained, or still training, under Roger Ruffin in Cincinnati. We have some guest trainers that come in, like the Monster Abyss. Carl Anderson has come in a few times, Machine Gun. We also have done just normal seminars, things like that. Roger Ruffin has definitely been my main trainer.
All right.
All right. So, what would you say your favorite, your dream opponent would be, or dream opponents?
So we're going with they have to be alive, right?
I mean, it could
actually,
be, or it could
remember
be
in
anything.
movie style, there's a door. Anybody can come in, living or dead.
The forbidden door.
I'm here for that door. I'll give top alive, top dead. I'm pretty sure everyone probably could guess my if they were still here. I would want, like, I don't even know what I would do if someone said that I could wrestle China. Like, oh my freaking god. Yeah, like she's part of the reason that I became a wrestler. So that would, yeah, I'm terrible what happened and wish that could happen now, but it is what it is. I'm glad that she blazed that trail for us. As far as alive, some people may say this is totally dumb, but it's kind of a Cincinnati girl thing. Jessica Havoc. Just like, dude, I just want to go toe to freaking toe with her and just like kill each other.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
hilarious.
who'd you like to tag against? The both of you.
Ooh.
Mm.
I'll say, Riley, that's a good question.
One of them we already did, which was the Renegade Twins. They were a blast. Absolutely love that.
I mean, I'll pass on the beer can to the head, but
Right, yeah. Wow. Can't even think of any teams right now, of course.
I'll tell you, one team that I do really like, Bad and Bougie from Mission Pro currently.
Oh yeah.
Like their offense is like so incredibly dynamic between the two of them. I would love to see our stuff up against them.
Oh yeah. That'd be one hell of a fight.
You know who I wouldn't see you two fight? They're from WoW, Team Blondies.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes.
Because they have experience. They've been in the business forever. Those girls, they could probably teach you too, or something like, you know.
Oh my god, so much.
You can tell you could go into their tree of their pink tree, like learn so much of them from them girls because they know.
Right.
I'm like, they're still in the business. Jeez, guys, these girls are one of them tires. Huh? Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
What would you guys say your favorite food is?
Mine's spaghetti. Like no questions asked.
It's a big bowl, no sauce.
Gigantic bowl, lots of sauce. No meatballs though. I don't like meatballs.
Oh, I love meatballs.
And you have to mix. This is gonna sound a little weird, but Parmesan cheese with shredded sharp cheddar cheese. So good. So good.
I mean, mine's kind of along that lines. Like, I really love some good chicken Alfredo.
Oh yeah.
So good.
He can hang out with you with that.
Yeah. or a nice, good, juicy steak with some A1 sauce.
Oof.
You can't go Stevie Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Stevie Ray.
I'm gonna give away a steak secret here.
Here we go.
Have you guys ever marinated your steak in soy sauce?
Ooh, no.
Because if you haven't, you 100% need to do it. We call it the Smoky Mountain steak because that's where we learned how to do it.
Oh.
But seriously, marinate it in steak sauce. Leave it there for just a couple, 2-3 hours. Dude, it's a game changer. Game changer.
I might have to
right?
back in the kitchen.
I gotta try that next time. That's a key tip right there.
Tip. That's gonna be a clip geek right there for the podcast. We always make put them on TikTok. That's gonna be our clip right there.
We're gonna. Well, don't worry. We'll tag everyone. We'll tag Emerald. We'll tag who else? Joe. It's all right.
Anybody that cooks.
Cooking with Big Mama.
Make sure you tag Gordon Ramsay. He has to.
Yes.
He's gonna steal it. Big Mama Big Mama will do her finisher on. It's over.
That's my recipe.
You know what's funny? When we first got you, Big Mama, I said your name near my computer and I went to my Google thing and boop, there you are. You
Yes.
I forgot what match it was, but you won. You won.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
I'm like, Google, Apple has a way of like, if you say too close to your phone, say something. My dad always says it, and around Christmas time, I went like this. Ghostbusters stuff. My dad's like, give me my phone back.
Oh,
you listen to everything. I'm just saying.
It's so weird.
I jokingly said World Series rings, World Series rings, World Series rings. my dad's like, were you saying that in front of my phone? I was like, no.
It's hilarious.
Trying to think what other tag team.
So I want to say, like, we have a big match coming up for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
You got you guys have a pretty big match. So you guys want to talk about it, or?
Absolutely. So Forces of Nature is hitting the road this weekend. We are going to CCW, Capital Championship Wrestling, for the inaugural Capital Cup. And so from what we were told, we've got Dangerous But Fun. I'm just going to say it. Riley just was in the ring with one half of their tag team, and they came out on top.
Mm-hmm. And it was a tag match. So going into this, I know what Gabby does. So I've got a little bit of a step ahead now.
So you're a little
prepared.
I could see you guys winning this match, but I just be careful. Gabby knows hardcore style. You just got to be careful. She knows chairs. She knows, but Big Mama.
I mean, I'm just gonna say I kind of like some tables and chairs and cages, and I'm not afraid of that. I can handle that all day long.
I did witness Big Mama's cage match. It was
You did.
top tier.
Who's
So
somebody?
you did not see me jump off the top of a cage. You weren't around for that, but it was fun.
Who's somebody you guys would love to face in the tournament?
I'm gonna be honest.
After you
I'm
beat them.
I'm going all the way. I want to go Renegade Twins. We're due for some comeuppance. They literally smashed my head with a can of beer.
What?
And I'm over it. And I just feel like it's time, and we're making a name for ourselves.
And I think it's time we smash some beer over their head.
I'm all good with some beer. Yeah, I will pack some in our bag. No issue.
Yeah, that's on you because I'm not legal age. So it's all on you.
Yeah,
It's got to be Natty Light, though. That's the
Yes,
rule.
it has to be cheap Natty Light.
And when you win the tag titles, you're coming back on the podcast. We'll have a big celebration.
Yes,
Yes,
we are.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Place to
You
break
guys
some
send us
news.
the pictures too when you win the tag title.
Yes.
We'll celebrate with you guys via. Oh, you could do the instant video chat, and we'll celebrate with you on the camera.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
in the moment.
100%.
Yes. Just make sure we're not sleeping.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
That'd be great, Joe. All right.
Because if you think about it, Geek, we had Riley when she was a very, very young, new wrestler, and now look at her. Now look at her. Geek. Our favorite young little Riley came back to us, and now she's on a awesome tag team with Big Mama, about to win the tournament.
He's an international wrestler now.
Yeah,
I know,
Canada,
in Canada and whatnot.
maybe England.
If you're listening,
Fun.
Outcast Pro Wrestling, I'm name dropping Outcast Pro Wrestling, Coventry Pro, UK Wrestling. What's the nature? They're coming.
Progress.
They're coming.
Passport will travel.
Power Slam. Come on. The forces of nature are calling. They want it, and they're gonna come get all your belts.
I have lots of room in my bag just for belts. I'm just saying.
That is true.
Watch this, Joe. Watch this. They come on the podcast, and 3 weeks later, they start racking them up with the belts. They'll be like, "Holy crap, we did it again, Joe!"
Every week, guys, we did it again. Joe was sleeping. It's me. Joe's in bed. What happened?
Joe won the belts. So look, we won the belts. We told you, right?
We did it. Yeah.
And then the Renegade Twins just jinx us and say, "Guys, you jinxed us. What happened?"
Yeah. I'm for it. Renegade Twin will lift me up against the wall. My feet will be dangling off the ground. I'll be like, no.
I mean, they can be a little scary. I'll throw it out there. They can be a little scary, but we're bigger and badder. So just gonna throw it out there. I'm throwing the gauntlet down, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah, they were on our 100th episode. Joe was pretty freaked out, right?
Yeah.
Pretty creeped out, right?
Really, it wasn't creeped out. I was
Yeah,
just,
you were. You were scared, Joe. You were scared. You were hiding.
I'll admit it, Joe. You were scared.
I was a little nervous.
There you go.
I was a little nervous. I wasn't even home. I was hard to get nervous in my cousin's house. My uncle's, yeah. I was on vacation. I was in my cousin's nice.
You were hiding.
I was hiding in my cousin's house.
Joe was hiding. I told you. See that? Joe was
So if
hiding.
they tracked the IP address, they would go to the wrong house. That's what
Yes.
Yeah, they'll be like, Joe's here. And you hear, dun, 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 dun.
Oh my god.
Like, don't tell him I'm in the basement that's by the back door. He's downstairs. Shit. Just runs out the back door.
He's downstairs. I'm like,
You just see me in a cartoon. You just see a little image of a dot just running down a hill, into the woods. Shit.
Oh yeah.
I was on vacation that day.
Oh God.
Boston. I was in Boston.
Oof.
Boston, Massachusetts, where if I wore my Yankee hat, they'd have been like, disapprove.
I was gonna say, I feel like you wouldn't last 2 minutes if you got that on. So
I was like, I was gonna wear it. My dad's like, no, we're on vacation. You're gonna get in trouble. Yeah.
So, where are some places you would love to travel to besides England? And we know you mentioned England, so
I definitely would love to go to Mexico.
Mexico, yeah. I feel like a lot of wrestlers would say Japan. So probably Japan.
Yep,
is a big wrestling country.
Yeah.
I love just their style and their respect for pro wrestling.
Oh yeah.
In Japan, like it's insane.
Oh yeah.
It's totally different from the American culture.
Yeah, they totally respect wrestlers. Like in America, they respect wrestlers. The wrestling community is really big here, but kind of like crazy sometimes. But in Japan, you say you're a wrestler, you're a god.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Man or woman, you're a freaking god.
You are a god. God is a woman sometimes, okay?
Yeah.
This isn't a country, but it's a state I would love to wrestle in, which is Hawaii, just because it's so pretty there.
Hey, I know a person in Hawaii, Riley. I'm just saying. I got contacts there. I can make phone calls.
Connections, right there.
Yeah,
connections.
I got connections. I can totally make that phone call.
What is that picture behind you, Big Mama? That's a like picture right there.
This is in Cincinnati wrestling. It is the Cincinnati Gardens from circa 1950s, and it is a sold out house of wrestling at the Gardens.
Ooh.
My trainer, my husband, got his start in wrestling at the Gardens. So when they sadly tore it down, I was bound and determined to get something of wrestling from there.
Uh-oh.
Actually ended up, funny story. So I was bidding on this at the bidding house. This was in their Wrestling Pro Hall of Fame at the Gardens. And he was bidding on it too. So he was bidding up his own gift.
That's funny.
I'm like, dang it, you were expensive.
Right.
And I remember I came home and it was like 2 days before I was supposed to pick it up. And he was just devastated. I didn't want it and I really, really wanted it. I'm just like, well, you cost me an extra $75, but thank you.
But here it is, babe. So
right? It's there. It's in the car. You just gotta wait. But yeah, and we've got seats from the Gardens in our garage, so we're very big about our wrestling history in our house.
That's awesome. That's good to have you're really good on the past wrestling. A lot of people just talk about the new stuff. It's good to have like a chance to see and be part of like old school history. I'm not saying new stuff's not good to be part of, but like the old school, it shows you where it started, you know?
Well, and you can't learn and do better unless you're looking at the past and do different. Like that's the only way that it advances, and nothing new today is actually new. It's all just a rehash of past stuff and amped up.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, let's be honest. I kind of stole my finisher from the past. Pretty sure I don't know a whole lot of people who do the earthquake except for, earthquake. So it's fine. It works out.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. So he's one wrestler that like it's like if you're a kid and you didn't stomp up and down when your friend's laying on the ground and you didn't do that, then you're not an old school wrestling fan.
Absolutely.
I used to stomp around him and run to one side of the room and then run back and be like, "What are you doing, Joe?" "Nothing."
My son is 2 years old, and it's so funny because he's been around it his whole life. Seeing him catch on to all the little stuff now as he's becoming a little person is just the funniest thing I've ever seen. He'll run it. We have a little trampoline in the living room. He jumps on it. He throws his bear down. He drops an elbow on it, stands up and throws his arms up and starts screaming, "Yay!" And I'm like, oh,
You're doomed.
I'm doomed. But I love it all at the same time.
That's awesome.
He runs the ropes in his crib. He goes side to side. It's adorable.
It's like that's a good sign, like that eventually one day you're gonna get that question, Mommy, can I become a wrestler?
I think
what are you gonna like do? Are you gonna say, yeah, I don't think so, or are you gonna go like let him do it?
You know, it's so funny because I remember my mom came to every single show when I was training before I was on shows or on events. And as soon as I started actually wrestling, she stopped coming. And I think I kind of have figured out now why after becoming a parent. Because, you know, anytime he like bumps his head or whatever, I'm like, oh God, oh crap. So, you know, when I jump off the top of the cage into a group of people and my mother's afraid that I've probably cut off a leg, I kind of get it. But I mean, I have to say, wrestling it's in our blood. He's a second generation wrestler from both mommy and dad. And I mean, as long as he treats the business with respect and he does it the right way, I'm here for it. I'm going to support him either way.
I like that answer.
Yeah, so what gets you guys pumped for matches? Like some people play video games, some people drink Monster before a match. What gets you guys pumped before a match?
Riley, we don't drink Octane.
We don't drink Octane.
No.
Don't drink Octane, guys. Don't do it. Sorry, inside joke.
What's Octane?
Ooh, I think I don't actually know this for a fact, other than I think it's a pre-workout. That's the way the guy that we know uses it anyway. He's crazy. Like
it literally like makes him twitch before he goes out. Like he's like, yeah.
Like we literally thought like he was hurt on his way out because he was like that pumped. It was a little scary, but like it works for him. If it works for him, I just don't drink Octane, guys. Don't do it.
Drink a Rain. Drink a Rain or a Monster. There you go.
He works for Coca-Cola, guys.
You gotta drink Monster.
For me, typically, I like the orange Monsters. I always have one of those on my trips. And then, music. Music is big for me. I always like to pump myself up to my favorite music.
Yeah. Like for example, what kind of music do you enjoy?
Okay, I'm gonna totally live up to my really old name right now. So I rock out to some like Barry Manilow, okay? But then I range all the way from Barry Manilow to like hard rock. My mom introduced me to Ghost. Yes, my mother introduced me to Ghost. All the way to that end. So it's like a whole spectrum.
Can't go wrong with little oldies, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, we love some oldies in our house.
What about you, Riley?
It depends on the mood. Like, I don't know. Before matches, I can't do music just because I'm in my head the whole time. But I'm just like, I don't know. I just kind of tell myself like, you're gonna get through this, bro. It's gonna be all right. And then the funny part is watching me trying to get on Big Mama's shoulders before we go out.
Oh,
yes.
That's like the most entertainment you'll ever see.
It's so fun though. It's the best entrance ever.
So fun. So fun.
So, who came up with the name, your tag team name?
I think it was really a combo, I feel like, because I know we had played with a lot of different ideas. I've used the Earthquake for a really long time, so that's always kind of been part of my thing. Riley has her check, so we were really trying to find something that kind of melded the road together. And the thing that we thought of was just like, you know, you have the Earthquake and Aftershock. You don't really have any like strong female tag teams that really fit that mold. And like, let's be honest, Mother Nature's freaking scary. So like, it's just badass. Like, let's go for it. And Riley's always been a super fast one and she loves lightning bolts. I love lightning bolts. I'm like, dude, we're doing it. Like, we're doing forces of nature. Like, we're going to fucking wreck this shit.
That's what we get now. So it's working.
Yeah. It sounded cool to me. I was like, yeah.
And then we do really dumb forces of nature stuff in the ring, like make tornado sounds.
But it works, dude.
But it works.
Yeah.
It works.
Hey, and I dig some thunder thighs. I'm just saying.
Love the thunder thighs.
You
What's
gotta
your-
use your natural assets. What am I gonna say?
What's your tag team finisher move?
Ooh, I don't think we really have one.
Yeah.
We have a name for a finishing move. We just don't have the actual move itself. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can
'Cause
think.
it's
Of,
very-
Find something to apply it to.
Yes.
I can think of one thing. Even though you have to get on her shoulders for the entrance, either have Riley get on Big Mama's shoulders and do like a flying Samoan drop, like the flying thing off her shoulders, like kind of like a Snuka drop off her. shoulders.
Oh yeah. So because we have done a variation of that.
Yeah.
So we're good at we definitely have experience with that already. I
So-
really love our we do a wheelbarrow combo where I put one of our opponents up into a wheelbarrow, and as they come down, she breaks their face with her knees. It works.
Pretty fun. I love breaking faces.
So
Yes, you do.
so who came up with the idea for you two to come together as a tag team?
Just said
No, we asked what the name was, how they came up with
Oh.
the name. So how that you came up with as a tag team? That's what I'm asking.
I feel like it honestly just came by like really naturally. We work together, or we were at training together so often, and I mean our home company, we literally have events every week, and for me, sometimes your best friend is your enemy,
That is
and the more and more that we've beat the crap out of each other, I see just how much fire she has and how much of a passion that she has. And honestly, she really reminds me of when I was younger, and the push and the drive to go, which not everybody has. And seeing that fire, I want to nurture it, and I want to make sure that we're building that in our young wrestlers. So, I mean, I feel like it was just a really natural fit. And what I can't do in the ring, she can do in the ring. What she can't do in the ring, I can do in the ring. So it's a very natural connection.
Yep. And now she uses me as her own personal weapon. So
True story. True story.
yeah.
Have you two had a match against each other yet, or no?
Oh yes.
all the time. All the time.
We beat the living tar out of each other.
But it's
And then we come back and we beat the crap out of other people. It makes us stronger.
exactly.
It's something to have your rival with as your opponent, but then when you team up, it's even sweeter than when you get a victory together.
That
It
is-
really is. It really is.
So do you guys have any upcoming shows, or
So we will be at CCW this weekend in Delaware. We are hitting the road, and I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been to Delaware, so I'm checking off a new state,
Me too. Very excited.
and we're coming home with those tag belts. I don't care how many people I have to go through, throw Riley through.
Way to correct yourself.
And then actually next weekend, May 28th as well, is the Northern Wrestling Federation Revolution Rising in Cincinnati, Ohio. And it is our company's inaugural all women's event. We have never had an all women's event. So we've built this from the ground up. There is only, out of the entire wrestling card, out of the matches, only 4 women are not from our company.
Mm.
So I remember back in the day when I started, and I was the only girl sitting at training and learning and getting my butt kicked by all the boys. And to say that I've come from there to literally an entire division of women that are just kicking ass and taking names, I'm beyond excited.
We had the poster geek. Did you get it?
no?
In the chat.
I get it.
Oh,
Boo.
well, we posted it. Oh, you got it. I posted it on Instagram. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's,
anyway,
Huge deal. We're super pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on that roster. Like some of them were on our podcast, some of we haven't had yet, but it's like so
You
many
guys are a
stars
stack roster, you know, in CCW.
stacked, like so many future stars in the women's division.
Between WWE and AEW.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Impact.
absolutely.
Stars, you know? A lot of them.
I could see
Especially you guys. Especially you guys.
Yeah,
We're pushing.
I can see you two going to Impact because Impact they have like a lot of women's tag teams going
Yeah,
on.
that's what I say too. Yeah.
They have some incredible women's tag teams right now in Impact. Like it's insane.
Yeah. Like what's the name? Oh god. Mary, Rosemary, and stuff like that.
Dude, she really is scary. I just have to say that. I literally, the couple of locker rooms I've been in her with, I've skirted around her. I won't lie. I don't mess with undead things. I do the natural living thing.
Yeah, when Joe runs away from the Renegade Twins, you go run high when Rosemary's around.
And it's funny, I didn't think she was real because I found her in all my WWE 2K games, and I'm like, she's not real. And I looked the name up, and I was like, holy crap, she's real.
Oh yeah.
Because somebody created her in every game I had. They made her, and it made her really like D.
Is it very realistic?
Yes. And I was like, she's really creepy, and she beats every one of the girls' asses that I find. All the cutesy, bubbly girls that have her face, she just rips them to shreds. In this game, they didn't give her the right move, so I'm like, I'm gonna make her scary again. I'm gonna give her Brock Lesnar's moveset. Oh my god.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right.
Just imagining an F5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she gave her the F5. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you guys have any social medias where people can find you?
Yeah, we've got Twitter, Instagram, we have Facebook. Our Facebook is just Forces of Nature. And then our Twitter and Instagram are like something Forces of Nature.
Forces of Nature, but it's N-A-2
Two,
U-R-E
right.
because we're a tag team.
There's two of us.
We were cute about that.
Yeah, a little, but yes, that's our socials.
Okay.
So we want to thank you guys so much again for coming on our
Thank
podcast. You guys are awesome.
Thank you. And good luck in your match. We send you all the good vibes and all the fun happiness.
The tag titles.
Girls.
Yeah. So you want to wrap it up, Joe?
I'm Joe Panther III.
I'm the Metal Geek.
And
we're the Forces of Nature.
And we will catch you in the next one.